What's up world? I'm Julian, and today I'll be doing a little bit of an ear stretching video. So I get asked all the time, does it hurt when you stretch your ears up? Does the pain, how much does it cost? And I'm like, it's a lot simpler and easy and painless than I was thinking. So you might think just because I have, the holes in my ear where I can shove my whole pinky through it now is extremely painful, but it's actually not. So here I have 5/16, and just yesterday I upgraded to this from Garden. I went to Rock of Ages in Garden City to upgrade it. So I'll be going from the 5/16 to a 1/2 inch gauge. And so the stretch is completely easy and simple. But the first thing I want to do is just take my old ones out. So these are just clear. And I'm going to be, I'll just put one at a time. Show you the process that I do. So what I use is Aquaphor. Like, this stuff works perfect. It's more oily. And all I really do is get just a little dab, smaller than a piece I will use like to brush my teeth, toothpaste. And I just get my fingers nice and sticky. Probably taking this one out too. I'm gonna take it out now. Fingers nice and sticky, both sides, get everything nice and even. And then just rub inside there, get my fingers inside the hole to make sure everything is lubed up. And now I'm just going to use the residual and just rub it on my new plugs. Well, I guess these are tunnels. And make sure everything is completely lubed up. So I'm going to start with this ear. So what I do is I just grab the bottom of the skin. See a little hole there? I just grab the bottom of the skin and kind of pull it down. And when I pull this, I'm going to go at a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to just get that here, pull down, give it a little wiggle. See, right now, I'm pulling on my ear and I feel no pain. It's just kind of wiggling the skin over to get it inside. It slipped out. So I'm going to get a little bit more lubricant on it. Like I said, no pain that's involved with this. But you want to make sure it's completely lotioned, lubed up. Otherwise, that's when it does hurt. Once I had a plug fall out when I was just out in public, and I decided I wanted to put it back in without having any lube, and then it hurt like no other. So I made sure that whenever I do my ears now, it's completely lubed up like it is now. Alright, so I'm going to, once again, just grab my ear, pull it down, and shove the bottom of it in the ear. And kind of pull the ear down and work the skin around the plug until it sets inside. Like I said, I'm sizing up, so it's first time getting this big, so it's a little bit of resistance, but there's still no pain. And it looks like it doesn't want to fit that well. But I got the whole bottom half, just that top portion doesn't want to go. So I'm still pulling down on the ear, but it's still no pain. Alright, so that ear didn't fit. So I'm going to probably use a taper for that one. So I'm going to go to the other ear and see if it stretches easier. But it's still lubed up, same process. Get it in there, the bottom half, and kind of just pull the ear down to get it to stretch over. Let's see, this one also doesn't want to fit. So yeah, I might have to taper to get both sides in. Because you don't want to force it in there, because that's when you rip and it starts to hurt a whole bunch. But luckily, I never had that happen to me. Yeah, both sides don't want to fit. So I'm going to go get a 1/2 inch taper and put that in my ear first, and then I'll go back to this. Whenever I buy new jewelry though, I always make sure that I clean off with 91% isopropyl alcohol and give it a nice wipe and rinse. But yeah, this is my 1/2 inch taper. So I'm gonna do the same process of just getting it completely lubed up so it slides through my ear a lot easier. But the process is a little different. I'm just gonna get it on there and just coat the entire thing so it looks nice and goopy. And I'm gonna start with this ear. I say it's still covered in it, so with this, want to just shove the skinny part through the hole and push it. Oh, it went in there pretty quick. And then grab the gauge. Oh, it went all the way through. Start the process over again. Get it in there. Grab the jewelry, and I'm just gonna push it up to the tip of it and push everything through. I might have lubed it up too much. It kind of slipped right out. Basically, both these are the exact same, so it kind of sticks like there. But sometimes if it doesn't want to get stuck, what I do is put the taper through the plug like so. So it gives me a little bit more leverage to push. And push that. Oh, this is not going to work like that. Guess I'm going to just put that through the hole again. It's so slippery. Yeah, but always make sure it is nice and lubed up. But I think I'm too much lube because typically you would push this on there and it will slide with it through the ear. And it's like the ear. Well, since this doesn't fit, typically what I do, if I can't get the taper and the plug in together inside my ear, what I'm gonna do is just go hop in the shower real quick and get my ear nice and hot and steamy and get the skin stretched out. So then hopefully I'll be able just to grab the plug or the tunnel and just shove it in there. So I'm gonna go clean my face up real good and see if I can warm up my ear, just shove this in there. So I heated up, warmed up my ear for a couple minutes. So I got everything lubed up. So let's try, see if I can put that in there. Yeah, it looks like it still doesn't want to fit. But I say I'm not going to force it in there. So what I'm going to do is grab my taper and just shove that through and leave it there until tomorrow. Hopefully get my ear a little extra stretch. So I'm going to put my old one back in this. I'm going to clean it off first before I put it back in. But clean the other ear off, put that back in, and I'm going to come back tomorrow and see if I can stretch them. So I'll see you then. What's up, world? I'm back. It is actually 4 days later than I did the last part, but my left ear actually did gauge that up to a 1/2 inch. I had the taper, and I'm headed on this ear, had it in there for about 2 days extra. And then I took a shower that night, and in the shower my ear is nice and loose and all that fun stuff. So I used some more Aquaphor, got it nice and lubricated, and it went in there almost no question. So now this has been in there for about 2 days now. So I'm gonna do pretty much the same process and record it this time. But I showered last night, so my ear's probably not that like moist and stretchy. So anyways, I'm still gonna try it. So I'm just gonna take this one out. Falls out pretty easy. And grab my matching tunnel. And lube up my ear. So just a little bit to do it. And make sure everything is completely lubricated up. Get my jewelry extra lubed. So then now, I got a nice little air hole. Get it? And I'm gonna kind of come in at an angle. So kind of like that. And as it's in here, it's in the front and the back. My thumb is on the back here. So I'm gonna do is kind of pull down and kind of turn it, like going up. So let's see if it comes in first try. So right now I'm pulling down, not pulling down hard. I feel almost no pain, and that's it. In my ear, I heard like a little snap, but that's it. And it just pop right out. Ow. Now same thing, my thumb behind it. Put it, give it a little tug down, and snaps right into place. So now both my ears are at 1/2 inch. How does it look? Well, the jewelry, I can't put my pinky through it yet, so it's whatever. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave these in probably
I might try to go 2 weeks before I do the upsize, but I can't think of the size after half inch. But I'm gonna go back to Rock of Ages, buy the next size on top of the half inch, and then I'm just gonna, probably in about 2 weeks, so I'm gonna try that out and see what it does. But anyways, I'm Julian. This is the ear stretch from what, 5/16 to a half inch. So I'll be back in next time. Peace.